Resilience has really dropped in children over the past 10 years. I'm an early childhood teacher, and I've been a teacher for about just over 10 years, and I've been working with children for about 15 years. Over the last decade, we've really seen a decline in children's ability to manage challenges, cope with stress, cope with things not going exactly the way that they planned. And I guess I'd like to kind of look at what parents can do to support that, give some advice. Because really, when we think about it, when children face challenges, they look for their primary caregivers. And a lot of that time, it is their parents, right? But it also could be their childcare educators as well, or grandparents. So these sorts of tips are really handy for anyone who's working directly with children on how to manage when they're stressed. Things aren't going the way that they hoped. Because let's remember that this is what life is. Life is going to be full of ups and downs and disappointments. We just need to arm children with the skills to manage that. So basically, I'd like you to paint a picture of a child running past you and they fall, all right? You probably have all seen it where the adults around them go, and they race straight to the child to see that they're okay. And they're freaking out, right? Because they want them to be all right. That child is looking at the adult for a gauge on how serious this situation actually is. And is most likely going to be more stressed because of that reaction. Because if the adult is stressed, then the child is going to be stressed and worried over it. And that's not to say that it's not a stressful situation. They've hurt themselves, they've got a fright. But they're also looking for someone to ground them. And the adult that goes to help them is that person that grounds them. So next time something like that happens with a child that's in your care, it could be your child, it could be a grandchild, it could be anybody really, it's really important to calm yourself and ground yourself before you go and deal with it. You know, we really do need to school our reactions around certain things because our children are really perceptive to stressful situations. If a child does fall, I'll give myself an example. If a child does fall in front of me, I'm actually going to wait. I'm going to take a breath and I'm going to wait and I'm going to just see how the child goes. Because you never know if that child's just going to look around and then get up and keep going, or if they're going to look around and see, did someone see? If that's the case, will you say, that was a bit of a tumble? Are you all right? And if you're calm, they're actually able to tell you, yes, I'll just get up and keep going. No, I think I've hurt myself. And then they're more likely then to calm themselves after that situation and then manage every consecutive challenge that happens even more effectively. So I just thought I'd chuck in that little tip there because it's really important that we as adults are strong, calm. It's hard sometimes, but we try to be as calm as possible in these situations where our children are stressed.